Goku is gonna kill us all. He's gonna be the reason we all die. He may not be the one pulling the trigger, but he's gonna be calling the people who pulled the trigger knowing they're gonna pull the trigger. Now, I've been watching a lot of politics lately, and the people in the United States, they're divided between the Trump supporters and the anti-Trump, the people who are protesting against him. But regardless of your political affiliation, let me ask you guys something. If Trump sends us to war and people die, if Trump, just order the pipelines to be built and oil spills in the water of the Native Americans and they die, if Trump defunds, makes it difficult for people to get health insurance and people die, if he cuts Social Security and the elderly die, he kicks millions of undocumented people and people die. Is that the fault of the president, or is that the fault of the people who voted for him, the people who called him to put him in power knowing that he has the potential to do these things? Now, let's talk about Goku and the Omni King, because this is extremely important. Episode 77, Let's Do It Omni King, the universe's greatest martial arts tournament. Hosted by Omni King, Goku trains with Whis to get back in shape. Right away, there's two things I want you to notice. It talks about the Omni King as one person, and it also talks about Goku training with Whis just to get in shape. Nothing to do with the tournament at all. We'll get back to the Omni King situation in a second, but let's continue. Then he remembers how the Omni King said he'd hold a martial arts tournament involving every universe. Goku immediately uses the button he got from the Omni King to go discuss it with him, but so right now the Omni King is probably not even thinking about the tournament. The Omni King is probably just having fun with his friend, just having a good ass time, you know what I mean? But Goku is the one who's setting up the war. He's the one calling the executioner to come down and discuss it with him to hold this tournament. He doesn't know that obviously the Omni King is gonna destroy the losers of the universes. But the fact that he's the one who's setting it up, who's calling the Omni King, does that make Goku responsible for the deaths of trillions upon trillions of people that are gonna die from the universe being destroyed? That is the moral question that I wanted to ask you guys today. This has nothing to do with politics. I was using politics as an example. I want to challenge you guys to have a fun discussion in the comments regarding morals. What is morally right? Are people responsible for the actions of somebody else that they elected or they chose or they called the Omni King to host this tournament? Is Goku responsible? It's gonna be a fun, respectful discussion that I want you guys to have in the comments. I'm gonna be reading the comments. Let's continue with the leaks. Goku's in high spirits, but Beerus and Whis are, so it seems like Beerus and Whis may know what's going on, maybe. The universe's greatest martial arts tournament is about to begin. Goku's completely unafraid of Omni King, which keeps Beerus and co biting their fingernails. Again, it talks about the Omni King. It doesn't say the Omni Kings with an S. It doesn't say the Zenos. It says the Omni King. We saw this recently when they first showed the trailer with the manga panels, or the black and white manga, and they showed the information about the upcoming arc. Even though they showed both Omni Kings, they used the singular. So as of right now, it seems like the Omni Kings are equal. They're the same person, even though there's two of them. But the true test, and I think like a big hint is gonna come when Goku presses the button. Here's the question I have for you guys. Do you think that when Goku presses the button, the present Omni King is gonna come? Or do you think that both Omni Kings are gonna show up? Now, in my opinion, if the present Omni King shows up, that's going to create some problems, because it might give the situation where one of the Omni Kings is not equal. Because right now, the Omni button has no affiliation with any particular Omni King. Basically, the way it works, to my understanding, based on the evidence, is that it summons the highest Omni King available, So even though we went to a different timeline in the future, it didn't summon the present Omni King, it summoned the Omni King from that timeline. So now that we have both of them in one timeline, is it gonna summon them both? Let me know in the comments below. Let's continue. Vegeta and Bulma this week. Bulma's about to give birth. Goku invites Vegeta to come train with Whis, but Vegeta refuses because Bulma is about to give birth. Check out Vegeta's concern for his wife. Very unusual for Goku to be putting off training with Whis to think about what's going on with his wife. So I talked about this 2 weeks ago, or last week. I talked about how I believe that the birth of Bola or this whole situation might distract Vegeta during the tournament. If she's not born yet, he's not gonna be in his right mind. He's gonna be a little bit out of focus and worried about his wife and his baby. So I hope that doesn't come back to haunt him and bite him in the butt. But let me know in the comments below, guys. I wanted to do a fun video. I wanted to challenge you guys to think from a moral perspective about whether Goku is guilty of the Omni King going to destroy a bunch of universes. Make sure you guys watch the high definition trailer for the multiverse tournament. And also click on the right side so you can see a special video that YouTube has decided you're going to like. And I will see you guys later.
Subscribe to Anime Live Reactions for more. Share this video with your friends.